I think he might be racist, bro.
How long has it been the working? You got out. Where was you set up?
Damn, it's fake empty. Where everybody at? Cause they doing stars and bars today, so it's empty. Ah, damn, that shit sound like it hurted.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, gather round for the amazing demonstration I'm going to give you here today. Back in my day when I first started out, when I was your age, every car we did a brake job on got the drums and rotors cut. For a long time they stopped doing that because rotors became so cheap that it was just more practical to take it off, throw it away, and put new ones on. But with the advent of not so much ceramic rotors, but composite rotors. Composite rotor means that the hat is made out of aluminum, and the piece that actually stops the car is made out of some type of metal. Some of those rotors on like a Dodge Hellcat, Charger, some of the Benzes, Beamers especially. Beamers, if you notice, like on the rotor on your car, it looks like it's got rivets at the end, and then it looks like there's a metal part. Those are composite. The hat on that is aluminum, and the rotor itself is metal. Some of the rotors on Beamers like yours and some of the bigger ones, those rotors can be fucking $900 a piece. So, this has come back into popularity again. If the rotor costs $900, we're not going to take that off and chuck it. We're going to measure it with a mic, and if it has enough material on it, we're going to cut it. All brake lathes, this one is a Pro Cut, the company's Pro Cut, the division is Snap-on. These are all the same. They do the same thing. Whether Amp
How much was it?
What's that?
How much is one of these?
This brake lathe right here is $15,000.
Damn. Damn.
15 grand. 15 grand.
And you say we have to machine rotors?
If you work for a dealership, you're probably going to be machining rotors. All right, so basically this
Hold
is
this real quick. I'm gonna start
in
crying.
machine shop terms. This is a lathe. A lathe is an instrument that is able to turn and cut metal. That's all this is. It is extremely simple. Anybody can use one of these. I could get my wife, my ex-wife, who's stupid as shit. I could teach her how to use this. All right. It has 2 knobs, 2 buttons, an emergency stop in case you fuck something up bad, and it has, you notice, 2 handles. A handle here, a handle here. It has a bunch of locks on it. There's one down here and one over here. Basically, the way this thing works, if I want to cut a drum, you notice that there's 2 separate cutters up there. There's one that has 2 blades on it, that is for a rotor. And then there's a long bar with 1 cutter on it, that is for a drum. If I'm going to cut a rotor, which is what we're going to do today, we're going to set it up different. We're going to move our blade back over here. We're going to turn this puppy around. And we're going to use this cutter with the 2 blades. That is for cutting rotors. So that's why this machine is 15 grand. It can do a lot of different things. It's a precision instrument. The cut on this, depending on where you set this, can be down to 1/100,000th of an inch.
Damn.
So I can make your rotor look like a piece of glass if I cut it right. That means that I would be able to take a rotor that looks fucked up to begin with, cut it, and it would look like brand new. Actually, it would look better than brand new. Okay? These are the main parts. This one, if I'm cutting a rotor, it moves in, out. Left, right, in, out. This is the drive for this. There is a central motor that drives each one of these, depending on which way I have it gauged. This is automatic, by the way. Once you do the hard part, which is the setup work, and you have it all set correctly, and you're ready to cut, when you hit the engage button, this is now on automatic. It will now automatically cut the rotor. You can go back to the car and take off the other rotor while this is doing half the job. You can go back to the car and do the other half of the job. And when you get that rotor off, this one will be done. You'll take this one off, put the second one on, take the first one, go back to the car. While you're putting that on, that one's cutting. Let us say that this rotor right here needs to be cut.
Cut.
Crusty as hell.
Give me any one of the ones over there.
Yeah, that looks a little better.
To be fair, just throw this one. Watch your hand. Just grab it from there. All right. So if I was doing a brake job and this was a $900 rotor, I am not going to throw this away. If it was fucked up, if I had a brake pedal pulsation or I had a groove in it that needed to be removed, I would not take this off and chuck it. I would cut it. In order to cut it, all we have to do is set it up correctly. How do we do that? Not that tough. For a rotor, you notice this has a couple of drawers on it. I'll explain everything as we go along. There's a series of silencer bands, some blocks. In this drawer there are the adapters that are going to mount the rotor to the machine, and there are some more on the bottom. So, if I'm going to set this rotor up to be cut, I can put this right here for a moment. And what we're going to do is, the first thing, cleanliness is next to godliness. And cleanliness when cutting a rotor is critical. I would take a whiz wheel or sandpaper, whatever I got, or a wire brush. I would clean this up so that there's no rust on it. Flip it over. The inside here has to be absolutely clean. The cleaner it is, the better a clamp and the straighter it is, right? Even if this, because there is no rust on this, even if it mounts bad, I don't care. I want to show you how to set it up. So if we're going to cut a rotor, you're going to come over here and you're going to pick your adapters. So for this particular rotor, I open my drawer and I look to see what adapters I have that will fit this thing in the back and in the front. And when I look, I can take out this guy. That's a big one. Don't fit in there. No good. What's that? Come over. What I'm trying to match is I'm getting adapters that are going to clamp this thing tight on the lathe. So this one does not fit. No good. Next. This one. Ooh, that fits pretty good. So, I have the adapter I'm going to use for the back. The adapter for the back goes on to the lathe first.
Way too far.
That's number one. Number two, I'm going to flip her over and I'm going to decide which adapter I want for the front now. Could I use the bigger one?
Oh.
Yeah, I could. I could use that one. But if I clamp it this way, I got one big adapter, one little adapter. When they go together, it ain't exactly going to push evenly on each other. So since I got that one on there, I'm going to go with that one. Now, that gives us the clamp. Now we got to get something in the middle. We got to hold that circle. So you notice there's a whole bunch of cones here. That one don't fit. That one's too small. So we gotta find another one. And it should be right there. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna look to see if this cone fits any better. Ooh, that one fits nice, right in the middle. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take my spring, which is right here. Actually, that's not the right spring. There's my spring, the big guy. Spring goes on next, always. 1, 2, 3. And it sits just like that. I'm going to pick all this shit up and move it out of my way. I'm gonna close my drawer so this thing don't tip over. Now we're gonna put the rotor on the lathe. We're gonna take our last cup in the front, put this on, push it back, push my cup down, and I'm gonna move this out of my way temporarily. That's gonna clamp my rotor to the brake lathe. Ah yeah, we gotta lock it down yet, right? So we're gonna go in our drawer here again. I'm gonna take one of these collars, put that on, and then I'm gonna let that slide. It's all right. Inside here, there is a bunch of adapters. One's a little bigger than the other, and you notice it has a cone. In order to keep this thing from wobbling, to center it, they have this cone and that washer. There's a cone. This just allows it to slide a little, so with the rotor, if the rotor's a little fucked up or off, it'll move, right? So we're gonna take this. The big side goes on first, the side that's concave. Goes 1, this fits in, 2, and then last but not least, the nut that locks it down, right? So I'm gonna put this on, and watch this. When I put this on, I should be turning it this way to lock it.
It's left hand threads.
The opposite way. This is a reverse thread. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wobble this a little, try to set it, and tighten it down. To tighten this down, there's a big ass wrench in there. You do not have to stand on this with 2 feet to tighten it down. What I usually do is I'll take the rotor, spin it, and hit the nut at the same time. It locks off. Now you just take the wrench, give it a little tug. That's it. That's as tight as it has to be.
Damn.
Once we're done with that, just to show you how it works, I have to line up my blades, and you notice that all these have locks on them, right? If I unlock this, and I unlock this, I can slide this guy left-right. So I could move it like this to center it on the rotor. If I was too far off, I could crank this out and try to move it. I could do either one. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little light here, turn it on. I'm going to look at my rotor, and I'm going to set my blades up roughly in the middle of the rotor. So I'm just going to line this all up. You eyeball it. Looks good. Lock this down. This, we don't care about the blade for the drum. We're going to lock this down so that don't move. And we're going to lock this so that don't move. Now my blades can't move, they're ready to go. Alright? One more thing. Once we have this set, we do not want this guy to move. There is a lock down here. When I turn this and push it, this handle will not allow I can't move this part. The left, right, I cannot move anymore. It's locked. The only thing that's going to move is that guy. Okay? Now, last thing. These little carbide bits on here, these are carbide steel. The tip of it looks like a triangle. If you look at the tip, there's numbers on it. 1, 2, 3. You can rotate this blade when the blade becomes dull. Can't sharpen them. You rotate it to the new section. When that gets dull, you rotate it again. After 3 strikes, you're out. This comes off, you throw it away, a new blade goes on. These blades are real fucking expensive. It's $108 for 10 of them.
Damn.
So you want to make sure that you don't gouge the blade or cut off shit that you can't cut. Otherwise you rip the blade apart and you have to replace it. I know that these blades on this I have some in my bed. I just want to show you how to do it today. next week, I'm going to have you, each of you are going to have to cut one of these.
Oh shit.
So I will give you new blades because if you cut the rotor correctly, it should look like that bottom one there. It looks like glass. If you use blades that are fucked up, the cut's not going to be good. I know the cut's not going to be good, but I want to show you how to work it. That's more important. All right. At this point, we have it mounted. We have this set. We have that locked. This is ready to go. We got one last thing to do. When these bite into this, we're going to make a vibration. Vibration equals noise. Noise equals chatter. I am going to get a worse cut because it chatters. So up here in this drawer, you notice it's got a couple of springs and it's got this thing over here. These are for vibration. On this particular rotor, I'm going to use this one. I like this one. To keep this from vibrating, you take this guy, put it right in the middle of the rotor, stretch it around, come all the way back. That's all right. Come all the way back. You gotta make sure it's straight. Okay. Hold it there. What we're gonna do is, as you're doing that, just hold it down. Okay. I'm gonna stretch it over here. Stuck on there. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, here, go to that.
Oh.
Yeah. All we're gonna do is I'm gonna hook the hook on the weight, like that. And now I have my vibration damper band in place. I'm gonna tell you what to do. This knob over here, you see it says high, medium, low. What that does is when I start this up, look at how it's rotating now. That's low, medium, fast. This controls the speed of the arbor, which is this piece here.
Fire.
As a tech, I want the finest cut I can make. So generally speaking, the first cut is on high. It's a quick cut to get all the crap off the rotor. And then we're going to reduce the speed and slow it down so it comes across slower. The slower that this thing moves across the face of the rotor, the more glass-like it's going to look at the end. So, how do we use it from here? Well, I set my speed. Now it's time to actually cut the rotor. I have this set apart, right? I'm going to crank this down to about the middle of the rotor. And when I hit the middle of the rotor, now I'm going to set my blades. This is locked, it can't move this way. This is loose, that's for the lock on here. These are just like the micrometer that you used in DeGrasse class. There's a little notch there, and there are lines here. Each line is 1/1000th of an inch. You turn it 4 lines, 4/1000ths of an inch. So what I'm going to do is, this is where you have to use all your senses now. You have to listen and look. I'm going to start cranking this puppy in, and my blade is getting closer to the rotor. And when I hit, hear it? You saw the chips fly off, right?
I seen that.
That blade is now in the rotor. Now what I'm going to do is, I got that one set. I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. I'm going to move this blade until it hits the rotor. Now both blades are cutting. At this point, I have my blade set, I have everything else set up. I'm going to lock this so that the blades do not move now. You don't have to crank down on it, just lock it. This shield here is to protect your face once you're done, because now we're going to have chips flying off. You can put this here, put your light back so you can see what you're doing. And what we're going to do is, we're going to run this all the way down to the rotor because we want to start at the beginning, right?
Now you scared.
I'm going to slowly run this down to the end of the rotor.
Where's the automatic one?
I'll show you the automatic in a minute. First we got to do the manual part. We're going to get our rotor, we're going to get our blades all the way down to the end of the rotor. You see the difference, that's the crazy thing. Which is right there. Now I'm off the rotor. Looking at that where I've got it, I got about, I don't know, about 3 thousandths right there. So what I'm going to do is just to demonstrate, we're going to actually make the cut now. I'm at the end of the rotor. I'm ready to let this thing come out this way and make a cut. The last knob, that last button that's blinking at you, that is the speed of this. This is for that speed, this is for that speed. If I turn this knob, I can go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, this thing's gonna fly. For a rotor this size, 5 is actually the right number. Here's a chart, you can look it up. You measure the rotor, it tells you what speed to set it, what time it's. So I'm gonna set this to 5. All I gotta do now, press the button. This thing is going to come out, it's going to cut on both sides, it's going to go all the way off the rotor, and at this point I walk away. I go back to the car and I start taking the other side apart. Back in the day, the front rotors weren't as easy to get off as these are, so you figure, how long does it take you guys to get a rotor apart? What, maybe 10 minutes? So in 10 minutes, I got one rotor in my hand. I walk over here, I put it on. Aside from demonstrating,
using that height.
it takes me 5-10 minutes to set it up and go.
You put in that height for
So
good work.
10 minutes over there to get it, 5 or 10 minutes over here to set it up, hit the button, I walk back to the car, I'm now taking off the other caliper, the other bracket, and I'm pulling the rotor off. By the time I get done doing that and walk back here, this will have cut all the way through. And if you watch, you can watch the cut as it goes, and you can see that what's being cut as opposed to what I touched and what it hasn't. That looks pretty damn good, don't it? And if I put my finger on it, it's pretty goddamn smooth too.
Yeah. Yo, right?
Yeah. This blade is a little
Shit, crazy.
No, the other side's smooth. Go look at the other side.
Yo, that shit, go ahead.
The chips gather here. You don't want to breathe this shit. You don't want to breathe it. You don't want to get it on you. Really, it's nasty shit. I can tell you this: if you have a guy with a battery that has caps on it, if you take some of this and put it in there, you'll fuck up his battery overnight. I'm just saying. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying.
Oh shit.
All right, you see it's cutting again, and now it's coming off the rotor. The next cut one of you is going to do. All right, so the two blades have come off the face of the rotor. I'm going to press button number 2 there. Yes. When he pressed that, that stopped. It is no longer on automatic feed. I can crank this out of the way now. Press button number 1. When he hits button number 1, this stops. Now if I take a look at this, look at that side of the rotor.
It looks no brand.
Sheesh.
Pretty nice, right? Look at that.
Brand spanking new. Yeah. No groove, no nothing.
You see the other side of the rotor? Fucked up. See this side of the rotor? Damn near perfect.
Yeah, you can feel the grooves on the other side. Stars and bars.
Big difference, right?
Big
Now,
difference.
here's the thing. If I want to make this even nicer or even more like glass, I could slow this down from high to medium or low. When I do that, this is going to turn slower. And when I hit button number 2, this is going to move slower. So the blade's going to stay in contact a lot longer, get much closer between the little grooves, and it's going to make it much smoother. But this right here, I happen to know from the size of the rotor and the cut I just did, I would just do one cut.
It's good enough.
This would be good enough to put back on the car, this side. This side, however, still fucked up. So here's what we're gonna do. Who wants to go first?
You gotta flip that.
Somebody get over here. Get in there.
Jazzer the laser.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I don't want to cut that side anymore. I just want to cut this side because I missed it, right? So what we're gonna do is, before we turn anything back on, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna touch this blade. I'm gonna loosen this, and I'm just gonna back this guy off. Because I don't want it to cut. I did a pretty good job on that side, right?
Piano.
All right, so now what we're gonna do is you're gonna start the machine up, button number 1. Now we're gonna look, what speed do you want to set it at? High, medium, or low? So if you turn this, we're gonna go low, medium, high. We're gonna leave it at high again. Now, high is as fast as it goes. Now we want to set the speed that this thing's going to. So for this, we're going to go back to 5. I could go faster, but you're going to turn this knob till you get to 5. You're going to leave it there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to crank this thing down to the middle of the rotor again. Keep going. You can go. All right, keep going. Go ahead. A little bit more. Stop right there. Now, Jesse's going to decide how deep we're going to cut. Loosen that up.
Hold on. Let me go right here.
Okay, that's good. This right here,
Shut up.
you see that little note? That's 0. Each line, it doesn't matter what the number is, it doesn't make any difference. If you look at this right here, what's important is counting the lines. That one we're not going to touch. This one over here though, that's 0. This line is lined up with that. Let's go 4 lines. So you're going to turn this clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to stop. Now lock it. What's that? The little ring with. That's rust. That's just rust. All right. So now what we're going to do is you went 4 in. If you move this, are we cutting? Yeah. We're going to go off the rotor.
Thank you.
Hey girl.
Welcome to the
Who
first
talking?
Bars and Bars
Oh, it's her.
ceremony of 2026.
I don't even see her.
I want to congratulate everyone in advance. Can't hear me? No, louder.
You good?
I'm good for y'all. Can y'all hear me back there?
Well,
No,
niggas is deaf.
just a head up. I want to congratulate everyone in advance who's going to come up here and get their stars and bars. You guys worked really hard to get good grades and good attendance. And for the ones who won't receive them today, try again in 3 months because we have these ceremonies every 3 months. All right? The one thing employers look for when you guys graduate is they look at your transcripts. They look at your attendance because they know you'll be present at work every day. And they look at your grades. They want to make sure you guys are knowledgeable. For the people that don't know, I'm Miss Young. I'm your campus president. And again, congratulations.
Tyrell Howard.
You already know the
There we
vibe.
go. Dimitri Jean.
Get your ass up there.
Garbo McCoy.
Oh,
Mohammed Murid.
thank you.
Luis.
You a clown, bro.
Luis.
Damn. Yo, it's hella people in this fucking school. Yo.
Janique Gill.
Oh.
Michael Zulu.
Some of y'all gotta go to the front, right?
And Christian Vega.
Oh.